Wow. That was something. I had to restart. I'm not sure what went on there. It disconnected me. And I had to figure out how to delete my live stream that was still going. But I wanted to come on and show you in a live stream. Hopefully, I'm live. Videos, come on. It says I'm live. I was at Aunt Beck's. Hi, Beth. Oh, hold it a minute. I gotta take my earbuds out. I hear myself echoing when I have my earbuds in. Hi, Beth. This is where I am on Aunt Becky's, and I'd come in and show you guys. She did the half dozen prompt challenge instead of 12. She did 6. I got 3 done, and the wild card. But I've had so much fun with this. The first prompt was add blue, and I put 3 shades of blue on my background. And then the second prompt was texture paste, and I used my everything's crowded down in here. Oh, let me get it out. I used my poor stencil here that's really getting abused, and it is coated with texture paste. Just coated with texture paste. On 2 devices, I deleted one stream. Do you have the same stream on both devices, Beth? Hi, Aunt Beck. I have to show you my my future postcards. And this stencil, I tell you, I just love it. I love it. I must be into florals. But I put some of this texture paste, that topaz pearl. Her name's Julie. You'll see her in Dee Dee's streams a lot. It is 1 part Mod Podge, 1 part baby powder, 1 part craft paint, and 2 parts Mod Podge. And that's what I used. But boy, it took me a long time to do all these flowers. And then, because these are going to be postcards after they were kind of dry, I took my credit card and just kind of scraped them, kind of sanded them down, and I'm really confident that they'll probably go through the mail. Then the third prompt was marker, and I marked the whole time. I think everybody else was probably done by the time I just finished my outlining all these flowers in blue. And then I said, I wonder what would happen if I took my sprays, because this is marker. And so I've been spraying. My yellow's just about gone here, but I've been spraying ink, India ink on this, and this dries fast and it's permanent. This is permanent ink. So I have been having fun with this half dozen prompt. And I think I might have to either wash this out, or because I've got quite a bit in. Well, maybe not. This yellow might be done. Yeah, I think I'm pretty done. I might try to put some more alcohol in there. That's the problem. Why I'm not getting much out of it. I got a lot of felt down in there. But I've been having fun with these sprays, and I'm going close enough that it isn't getting over everything. Oh, you had your phone on. It's off now. Okay, let me put this over here so I can see what you guys are saying to me. But I've got 3 more prompts to go that I'm going to finish up tomorrow. One is add tissue paper, and Aunt Beck was talking about Tim Holtz paper. And I was thinking, I've got some of that she's talking about. I'm going to go get it out. And add an image. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the images. I might look to see what I can put on there. And I might just paint. It doesn't say how to add an image. It says add an image. I could paint some white flowers on there. That's prompt 4. I could do that right now. I am having so much fun with this prompt. So much fun with it. Hi, Joan. They should be fine. Yeah, with the texture paste. I think so too, because I kind of scraped them down and sanded them down. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, Debbie Riddick. Welcome, welcome. But Aunt Beck, I had to come on and just show everybody. Now, let's turn the page over, because I'm curious to see what's going on with this ink. They're going to get a pretty postcard on the back. Look at that ink where it's soaked through splotchy. Isn't that fun? I'm wondering, though, I'm going to go I don't want to use my titanium white. I think I'll just use white craft paint. Yeah, those were good prompts, weren't they, Beth? You were so glad to use those dragonflies up. Debbie, it's so good to see you. I think I remember you from Facebook. Were we friends on Facebook for a while there? I can't remember. I don't get on Facebook as much as I'd like to these days. Hi, Arlene. Welcome, welcome. Where'd you get that paper? This paper, I got it at Hobby Lobby. Let me get it out. I had to run out in the car. Oh, I bought it. I've had it for a while. I missed the last time that Hobby Lobby had their 40% off, but the time before that, this is what it is. Hold it. It's Kenson. It's big. It's huge. It's 18 by 24. Let me zoom out a little here so you guys can see this a little bit better. And I'm not sure. I think my connection might be a little weird. Let's see. I need to go up. I came on and, well, that was one notch up, but it expanded that's as good as I can get it. It's 18 by 24 watercolor paper, and there are 30 sheets, and it costs $38. But that's not what I pay for it. I always get it with a coupon, so I get it for about, well, half of 38 is what? 14, and 14 is 28. About $19 is half, and then you got to go add another 10% to that. So I get it for a little, but it lasts a long time. 30 sheets will last you a long time, especially I use these for dirty dozens and for postcards and for cards. But I never buy it unless I can find it with use a coupon or something like that. And I have to tell you guys something else. I listened to my video this morning and yesterday morning, and it drove me crazy. My squeaky chair drives me nuts. And I thought, well, I'm just going to love it. I'm just going to live with it and love it. I couldn't live with it anymore. So we went grocery shopping today, and I called the furniture store and asked them what they had for chairs. And of course, their office chairs are outrageous. And I said, well, do you have anything cheaper? And so I got a used one. I still paid about $100 for it, and it still kind of squeaks. But the squeaks aren't as bad. So I paid $100 for it, but I used my YouTube payment. So you guys, I want to tell you, you bought me a new chair, and hopefully you'll hear an occasional squeak, but it won't be every little movement. Dee Dee had to end her stream early today because of the buffering. Really, Debbie? Oh, wow. Yeah, I missed Dee Dee on Monday because I had to go to the post office. I just had to go. I couldn't put it off any longer. And today we went shopping. We do our grocery shopping once a month. So DW40. We tried that. We tried that, Beth, and it didn't help. The chair that I had before, this chair, it might help. The chair that I had before was old. It was one that belonged to my brother, and there was just no. And what's the problem is my brother's deaf. He couldn't hear any squeaks, and every move that I made in that video squeaked. You never noticed the squeaks? You should listen to today's. Or maybe I'm just sensitive to it. But you guys bought me a new chair. That's how I use my YouTube money. It's still my chair. Now I'm sitting in the new used one, so you shouldn't hear those squeaks as bad. I know. I wanted a new chair. So I can't wait to send out these postcards. And I was going to spray ink on the back too, but I think I'm going to leave it just like this. I think these little splotches are fun. But what I was going to do was paint white flowers. Maybe those little white star flowers. If you all, you don't have to stick around. I'm just kind of doing this impromptu because I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I wish you could feel this with the texture paste. This was really fun, Aunt Beth. Thank you for doing it. And I have to use up this craft paint. It's getting old on me. Stencil white. I did stencil white. That's what all these flowers were, Beth. I stenciled the white modeling paste through this stencil that I just showed everybody just a minute ago. Here, let me reach for it. This is my proof. My stencil is got white layers of modeling paste on it. But all these flowers were white, and then I sprayed them with my ink when it came to the marker. So I'm going to do some little baby flowers, I think. I don't know. I might change my mind, but I like these little baby breath kind of things like this that I was doing on my art journal cover. I think that would be fun for the postcards. And the craft paint won't, it's thin enough that you'll stay up with me? Aw, thank you. But you're an hour later. You're Eastern time. What time is it? You and Becky are both Eastern time. What time is it getting to be? 10:30. I can't stay up too late because I have I need to get up early in the morning. But I want this to be. Now I have to put the tissue paper on. So, but I think I'll do the white tonight and hunt out my tissue paper. It's just fun. I had so much fun doing this challenge tonight. Their brand papers are 50% off this week. Really? Really? The Canson or the Master's Touch brand? Oh, their Master's Touch is their brand. Yeah, I think the Canson was 40% off that week that they were predicting a snowstorm that never happened. And I stayed home because I didn't want to get caught in bad weather, and then it never happened. I was so disappointed. It made me stay home. So I can really see these cut up in little postcards. Yeah, I was reading your comment, Debbie, about because I remembered you from Facebook. You're out in California, and yeah, the offset in time zones and the funky work schedule. Well, Debbie, if you're ever up at 2:30 in the morning, I stream on Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 4:30 a.m. So if you're ever up and about, I get a lot of internationals, which I really like. And I wonder how Linda's doing. Has anybody heard from, Master's Touch? Becky said, "Ooh, I got something on my wrist here. What is that? Gunk. Now, I've noticed when I spray this marker, it kind of goes flat again. But maybe if I do that clear coat on it. Oh, look what I did. I put my phone down in the paint. Oh, no. Oh, dear me. I'm going to kill this phone someday. Oh, dear. That was dumb. Yeah, Lynn is in California, but she's a night owl. And she was in here a little earlier, and I had to, I lost my connection. It buffered, and it lost my connection. It just dumped me off the internet. And I've noticed my connection is really slow. I have pain in my ear now. So if I keep saying, huh? And you'll say, Meri, get the pain out of your ear. So Beth, you need to find a regular time to stream so that I know when to come visit you. I think you streamed last night. What did I do last night? I can't remember. I had something to do. I couldn't do it. Hi, Christy. Hi, River City. Welcome, welcome. I'm just finishing up my postcards. I was telling Aunt Beck how much fun I had. And then I decided to put little white flowers all over this. How much fun I had. This is the add an image, prompt 4. And prompt 5 is tissue paper. And I'm going to go dig out some of that Tim Holtz tissue paper that Aunt Beck was talking about. And then prompt 6 is a wild card. Now, I guess I could put gold for my wild card. My wild card was going to be spray this ink. But I couldn't wait till prompt 6. I had to do it. Well, so could I have this prompt 6 be the spray inks? And because I really did mark it with a marker, I outlined each one of these flowers with a marker. So I did prompt 6 right after prompt 3. Because I think after I get the tissue paper on here, I think that'll be enough for postcards. Bye, Becky. Have a good evening. You sleep in tomorrow morning. We really enjoyed the stream, Becky. Good stream. Even though I couldn't keep up with the prompts. But that's only because I kept up in Beth's stream, but I was working in my art journal. I can keep up with the prompts when I'm working in my art journal. But when I work on these big pages like this, and I'm going to do my postcards at 4x6. And if I divide hopefully this is true, 18 by 24, I'll get three postcards this way at 6 inches, because 3 will go into 18 6 times, or 6 will go into 18 3 times. So, and then this is 24 inches wide, and 4 will go into 24 6 times. So 6 times 3, I'll get 18 postcards out of this. But I need to send some Happy Mail thank yous. I have 18 people to send to. But I'd like to do this again. I think this was just a fun prompt. You're thinking of Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday at 7 p.m. for starters. That sounds good. Tuesday and Thursday. The only thing about the 7 p.m. is sometimes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Lisa and Tanya do their. But if you couldn't go on Tuesday, you could go on Thursday. Or do an impromptu at the next, like you do. You look for if they were doing their 7 p.m. thing, you could just look for a time when you could go impromptu. Because if you took those hours, then I would know to reserve that time. I like the idea of doing that, Beth. Yeah. Just like I told Becky, and I thought, oh, she'd probably think I'm bitching at her. But, she came on early, and I thought, I was doing stuff. I got to go to Becky's stream. I went to Becky's stream, and she'd already been on a half hour. Oh. So, but I can't complain too much because I'm one for if I can't get on, I'm late. Sometimes I oversleep in the mornings, and so I can't complain too much because I'm just as bad as everybody else. But I just don't want to admit it. You're flexible. You really are flexible. You really are flexible. But it's nice to know that you're going to be on at a time that I can say, oh, Beth is going to be on. So, I'll reserve that time to come watch it. Just like I do Becky and Lisa and Tanya. I've kind of been missing Tanya's lately, not on purpose. It's just that, life gets busy. The summertime, and she says, she should understand because she runs a business and she can't be everywhere at once. So 9 a.m. Christy says 9 to 4 p.m. Tuesdays and off Thursday. Oh, Christy says, I like it too. I work from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and off Thursday. What do you do, Christy? Can you share with us what kind of work you do? Well, Mary, if you don't make it on time, everyone just lays around till you wake up. And I turn over and go back to sleep. I've had a couple mornings where I turned over and went back to sleep. I mean, I was tired. But I'm going to go off of here as soon as I get all my little white flowers painted on here. We've had kind of a full day today, but I got my new chair, and it still squeaks a little. You'll probably hear me squeaking a little, but it's not constant. Oh, I was wondering, Linda should be over here into the States by now, shouldn't she? Linda McAllister? I'm wondering how, I've been thinking about her, wondering how she's doing. See what I'm doing? This is why I'm always behind when I do these big paper pages. It'll take me a good, probably a half hour or so to get these done. Or maybe even more than that. So I think the only other prompt that I have is the tissue paper. I think I'm going to count my ink sprays as a wild card. And then tomorrow morning I can cut them apart, or I'll probably have to collage it tomorrow morning and cut them apart and clear. I'd like to clear coat it before I cut it apart, though. Maybe I'll clear coat it tomorrow. You're a night owl, Beth? You know what? I am too, sort of. Well, I have nights that I don't sleep I don't seem to require as much sleep. But when I get tired, I sleep. When I get tired, I sleep. But I used to work the night shift, and when I was going to school at a nursing home, and you know, you get into that schedule and your body clock adjusts to it, and I don't think I ever really recouped from that, because I'm pretty much a night owl. Hi, Barb. Welcome, welcome, Barbara. Or Barb. Who are you talking to Beth? I think Beth got a box from you, didn't you, Beth? Oh, Beth asked Barb. Yeah. Sometimes I have trouble following your guys' conversations. You know that. And what was it the other night? It was Sunday night. Rosemary went on live at like 11:30, 12 and was doing jelly printing, and Vicki Ross was there, and she was jelly printing with chalk. She was doing a technique that she'd seen on the jelly plate site with chalk. It's kind of interesting to watch her. That kept me up. That's why I didn't stream on Monday morning. You sent her some pottery. Did they make it? Any broken? Hey, Meri, I'm trying to play catch up with videos and hear when you are live. Oh, you're a produce manager? Oh, cool. Very cool. I didn't know that, Christy. Well, that sounds like an interesting job. We bought produce today. I bought some. They had some green peppers, which were probably from Mexico, but they had them on sale for 2 for 99 cents, and they looked good. And I always like my Brussels sprouts. My brother turns up his nose at Brussels sprouts, but I make him eat just at least one. Oh, Barb, you're just starting back to work, aren't you? If you can't make it to my streams, I know you sometimes get tired. You just don't fret about it. I love it when you guys come in, but you know, I understand it's 4:30 in the morning, and a lot of the gals, they have to get ready and go to work. But I seem to get a good, by the time 8:30 rolls around, there are all the way from 25 to, well, 22, I think this morning, to 30 people in my room. And I'm going, well, that's pretty good for an early morning chat, for an early morning stream. And veggies. Oh, they didn't make it. Oh, Barb. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Christy is fruity. Just ignore her, Christy. She's being silly tonight. Now we're going to cut these up and make postcards. So that's why I'm putting all these little white flowers. And I still have to add tissue paper. But I think I'm going to add, I have to be careful because when you add tissue paper over this, I sanded it down so it's fairly smooth. But tissue paper over texture paste will leave gaps, I think. So I'll have to, but I'll do that tomorrow morning. Yeah, 18 postcards, I think, 4x6 postcards. Did you send her some sand dollars? From South Carolina? This is going to take me a little bit to get this done. But I want to get it done. I've been wanting to make some postcards. It was a good opportunity. So that's interesting to hear that Dee Dee had trouble streaming this morning because she hardly ever has trouble. I've been missing her streams because life gets in my way. And sometimes when I stream right up until the time she comes on and I'm hungry. I have to go get some breakfast. And then I fall asleep. Oh, I'm just having all sorts of fun with this. Hi, Lynn. You know what happened tonight when I was doing this Dirty Dozen or Dirty Half Dozen with Aunt Beck? My phone slipped right off my desk here and it hit my heat gun. It turned my heat gun on its way down to the floor. And then I was painting these little white flowers and talking to the gals, and I put my phone right in that white paint. I am so hard on my phones. It may not make it to September, the rate I'm going. That's okay. You just lurk. Thanks for letting us know you're here. We understand. Barb says, I will for sure. I will show pics once I get my other shells from my friend. Oh, you were listening. You're sitting there there goes Mary's phone. She painted it white. She dropped it in the paint. I didn't drop it in the paint. I set it in the paint. Just set it right down into the paint. This is kind of fun to paint these. I got flowers on my mind. I'm going to finish binding my journal tomorrow morning. I couldn't do it today because we were gone. And I was tired when we got home. We buy our groceries for the month. And we buy our meat. And I like to take the meat and divide it up and refreeze it. We freeze it. So I divide it up because that way we only eat what we have for one meal. We don't cook everything in one, like our roast beef. We don't eat an entire roast beef in one meal. We cut it in half, and we can get about 3 meals out of a half of a roast beef. So when we get home, that's my job, is cutting up the roast beef and getting it ready for the freezer. That way we save. Mary, I about fell off my chair laughing, Christy said. When I put my phone in the paint. That is something Mary would do, isn't it? That's exactly something that I would do. Well, I've got just about half of this done. Aunt Beck, she's always ahead of me. She's already cut up her postcards. And she does beautiful with those doodles that I do a doodle game on Friday nights. She outdoes me, which is good. I love it. I love seeing what she does. I just kind of draw them on the spot. I spend some time looking for them and think, oh, that might make a good doodle. And Beth, you sent me pages that could be used for a doodle. So she only made 4 cards? Yeah. We should make her do a 18 by 24 page sometime. She'll say, I don't have that big a paper. I'll say, you can buy it in sheets at Hobby Lobby. There's no Hobby Lobby close by. Well, then there's Michael's. I don't think you can buy it in sheets at Joann's. You see doodles in your sleep? Yes, there's a difference between an 18 by 24 and a 6 by 8. Let me tell you, though, when Beth did that JB5, I could keep up because Aunt Beth got me to working fast with these prompts, with these challenges. And Beth, did you notice that Shannon Green is picking up her JB5s again? She did another video with JB5. You inspired her with her own art, with her own game. You inspired her to pick it up again. I'm going to turn this around. Yeah, I think these will make nice postcards once they're cut down. Are these dry enough? I can set this out here. I might have to get out some more paint here. They're going to look great. Oh, thank you, Christy. That's encouraging. Slapstick and flip. Slapstick and flip. Was that her most recent video? I haven't watched it. I just noticed that she did another one. I haven't had much time to watch videos. So I understand when people say, Meri, I didn't get your video. Why? I understand. You know, life, we all have other things to do in life than watch videos 24 hours a day as much as we'd like to. Just like today, we had to go grocery shopping or we'd starve. And we're not going to starve. Oh, we wouldn't starve. My brother planted radishes. They're coming up. I've been following Jeri's gardening. She did a blog today with her gardening. Oh, so cute. Her garden space. So my little flowers are outside. It's pretty cool here at night. It gets down into the low 40s now, and that's pretty cool for your little plants to be outside yet. JB5's got 300 plus views. Cool. Shannon is starting it back up. New generation to train now. Yeah. She needs to reinvent it, though. Well, she doesn't need to do it. Meri's just talking. You can do what she wants with it. It's her baby, it's her. Let's put it this way. It'd be fun if she'd come up with reinventing it. I told her when she did her first JB5. I have a reinvention for her. I'm going to do a video when I get the time. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I have a reinvention of her JB5. She'll probably go, huh? I think it's funny. Now, I don't have too much further to go on this. Just this side. Let's see. Aunt Beck says, hi, Barb. Pop back in while Scott gets his bath. Christy says, I mowed the yard, planted 4 tomato plants and 5 cedar trees. Wow. See, I don't think we can set our tomato plants out yet. It's too cold here. And it's been cool and wet and rainy. Now, our weekend's supposed to be nice. So I'm hoping to get my flowers set out. I have to wash all my pots. But I'm hoping to get, I bought petunias, do good here. Zinnias do good. I bought some baby breath. I'd like to try some basil again and some dill. I'd like to try some dill. My brother sticks his nose up at that stuff, but I like to make some pesto. Pesto. Dill, not dill, but basil. Pesto. Debbie's smiling. Let's see what. Yeah, all these little white flowers, Debbie. I got a dirty towel there, but yeah, I'm almost done. I'm going to sign off when I get done because I got to get up early tomorrow morning. Barbara, if I don't make it, I overslept because I was painting white flowers into the night here. But on those nights that I'm really, really tired, those are the nights that I don't make it the next morning. I feel like I can get up. It's what time is it here? Let me look. Well, it's 11 o'clock. I usually don't go to bed till a little after 12. That's usually the time I make it, so I have a little time. Yeah, I still hear my chair squeak, but it's not as bad as that other one. And this chair, you can't move it up and down. So I think that squeak, the more movable parts that you have on a chair, the more potential squeaks you can get. Because the parts are, they need oiled and all of that. But I kind of like this chair because it has arms. And yeah, I might have my brother come in and oil it for me, or I might sneak it because he'll say, "You just bought it and you want it oiled? How much did you pay for it?" Get the Vaseline out. Will Vaseline work on the squeaks? The squeaky chairs? I've got a big old jar of Vaseline that I use here in the art room. You came earlier, but the stream... Hi, Holly. Yeah, Holly, I had trouble signing on. I got signed on, and I was just about ready to talk, and I got disconnected. They kicked me off. I had to restart it. Well, and it was still streaming. I lost connection, and it was still streaming, and I had to figure out how to delete that stream. So it took me about 5 minutes before I could get back on again. Hi, Holly. Hi, Sherry. We40 may work better. How rude. How rude to kick us off the internet. I agree, Beth. Here we're giving them content for their advertisers. You know, YouTube should be more grateful for us, because if they couldn't use us at all of our videos that we practically put up there for little of nothing, they would have to hire people to provide content. And do you think that, just think what the people think, what the actors make and everything. I don't know. I think YouTube is getting quite a deal with all of us small channels. I think they should wise up and I don't know. Mary's just talking. I probably got the AI engine listening to me. It probably hears the word YouTube and says, now what is Meri complaining about? I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just painting my little white flowers. But I do think that we give YouTube an awful lot of content, because what could they sell ads on if we didn't do all of our videos? I mean, they would have to hire people to make videos, and that would get expensive for them. So I don't know. I think we provide a service. WD-40. Yeah, we had the WD-40 out on my old chair, and it didn't do any good on my old chair. I don't know if you heard, Sherry, I bought a new chair today. It squeaks, but not as bad as the other one. I can still hear it squeak here, but it's not as bad as that other one. Just drove me crazy when I watched my replay today. I don't watch the entire replay. What I do when I watch my replays, I open it up and I'll go in maybe about 20 minutes or just enough so that I can see the beginning of chat, but yet scroll down, because what I'm looking for on the replay is not me. I'm looking for conversations that I miss. Like Christy was trying to tell me today, right before I signed off, that when I finished my journal, she said, no fast. And I couldn't figure out what she meant, no fast. And what she was telling me was that when I do my standalone video, which I'm going to not do a standalone, I'm going to work on it in my stream tomorrow morning, but she was telling me not to put it into fast forward. So what I do when I watch my replays, I go about 20 minutes in. I move my bar about 20 minutes in, and then the chat will show up, and then I go back and I scroll through the chat to see if I missed anything that I might have needed to catch. And of course, you don't, when you're like Rosemary came in, I think it was either this morning. Was it this morning that she came in? Yeah, because I was binding this journal. I swear, I didn't see her at all. Everybody said hello to her. I did not see her come in. Hi, Beth. Super Beth. Welcome, lady. How are you doing? Super Beth has a studio in Vancouver, I think it is, right? We watched her build her studio. Very cool to see you, Beth. I'm finishing up. I was over to Aunt Becky's tonight, and she did a half dozen prompt. She usually does a dirty dozen prompt where she gives us 12 art prompts, an art challenge. Well, tonight she only did a half dozen, and we're going to make postcards And I'm just kind of finishing up on I got a couple things I'm going to do tomorrow morning. There we go. I got all my little white flowers painted. So this is all going to be chopped up into 18 postcards. I have to add tissue yet, and I think I'm going to get some of that Tim Holtz tissue paper out. And then I'll probably cut it up and clear coat it, or clear coat it and cut it up. Oh, there's Aunt Becky. She liked doing just 6 prompts. I did too. Well, I like doing, you know what, Aunt Beck, when I'm working in my journal, I like doing the 12 prompts or the 10 prompts because I'm working smaller. Doing 6 prompts on this big size of paper for postcards was just ideal. Now I got tripped up when I had to do the stenciling with the texture paste. That kind of slowed me down. And then I outlined all those flowers with a marker. And I was still working on that when you said goodnight, I think. I think I was just finishing it up. Hi, Crafty Shack. Jude. Craftas Shack. Jude. Welcome, welcome. Good night, Barb. Get some rest. Do you work tomorrow? Well, I had said that when I had all my little white flowers painted, I was going to sign off. I just come in to to show off that I spray painted. You guys on this kind of visualize this with not all the little white flowers on it. We had the first prompt was to add blue, and then the second prompt was to add texture paste. And I put my texture paste through this stencil, and so it made all my flowers white. All my flowers on here were white. And then the third prompt, I think it was the third prompt, was to use a Sharpie. And I used a blue Biggie marker, and I outlined all these flowers in blue. And then I thought I needed a wild card. So I kind of went rogue there right after prompt 3. And I have these sprays that this yellow needs to be revitalized. That we made out of old markers with alcohol markers. And so I started spraying all of these alcohol markers on here. And that really, and look at the back. This is so fun. When I cut these up, look at the back. This is going to be fun to send this. It is splotchy. Those inks kind of soak through. But this one soaked through in a shape of a flower up here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of like a little rose shape. So they're going to get some colorful postcards. But I have to add the tissue paper prompt, and I think I'm going to use my spray because I added the marker with outlining everything. I'm going to use my spray as my wild card, even though it wasn't 6, it came after 3. Thank you, Holly. Up 9 of us. Crafty Shack says. Sticky Art Channel. I'm getting some newbies in here. Hello, I'm live now too. Oh, you're popping into me from a live stream. Drawing hashtag Reddit gets drawn. I don't know what that. Oh, is that a snake symbol? Reddit gets drawn. Well, Sticky Art Channel. Let me go look at you here. Let me go to your channel. Well, you're in my live. Can I go back into yours? There you are. Oh, look at what she's doing. I'm coming in. There's only one watching. Let's go in and visit her. I'm coming in. Oh, look what you're doing. Sticky Art Channel. Are you a guy? Put your hand up there again. Let's see. Are you a guy? Can he hear us? Can they hear us? There you are. Yeah. You're a guy, aren't you? I don't know. Let's look at what you're saying here. Let's look at your channel. I I'm going to go visit. Let's see. Well, I thought I went to your channel. Wait a minute. Let's go back out of this. Let's go look at your channel. I'm going to look at your channel here. I always go to the about to find out what you're all about. This channel was created to share my love for art and the creative process. I make video games. Oh, how cool! Sci-fi TV and movie-themed art videos. From dancing papercraft puppets inspired by Pennywise from IT, Stranger Things, FNAF, I don't know what FNAF is, Cuphead, etc. I also draw internet, is that memes? Art. Somebody touch my spaghetti potato sandstorm. I also make time-lapse speed videos, street art, doodles, oil paintings, animations, and how-tos. You've got a really good about. You try to post new videos 2 to 3 times a week, so please subscribe and turn on notifications. Channels. You got all the channels going there. Oh, you watch Casey. I watch Casey. Casey Neistat. I watch him too. Hello. I posted 5 weekly art reviews. Should I keep making more? Well, yes, please. I voted in your stream. We'll give you a thumbs up. Let's see. Whoops, I got out. Let's go back. Playlists. Got a good selection of playlists going on there. I'm looking at your channel. Drawing channel name tags live. Still drawing the Notre Dame Cathedral. Oh, you drew the Notre Dame Cathedral. How cool is that? It takes a long time. And let's see. Videos and home. Very cool. Subscribe. Tap the bell. You're almost hitting 7,000 subscribers. You're just 75, well, probably 74 now subscribers. Let me go back to my chat here. Where am I at? Oh, Craft Shack is Jude. Okay. But wasn't there another? Who did I just subscribe to? I was just there. Wait a minute. Sticky Art. Sticky. Did they leave? Sticky Art channel? What happened to them? Is he still in my chat? Oops. Oops, I don't want that. Let's go back to me. He popped in from his live. Oh, there you are. You're still here. Okay. Sometimes I have trouble finding things on this phone. I drop my phone a lot, but I like using my phone to review the chat because I can see it better than my laptop is off to my side there. Well, thanks for dropping in. You know what? It's almost 11:30 here. Beth, it's 12:30 for you. I need to get up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'll finish my postcards tomorrow morning. So thank you all for coming. Thank you. Welcome to the new folks who stopped by. Sticky Art Channel and Jude. She's kind of new to me too, Cheryl. Crafty Shack Jude is new to me. So I'm going to tell you all good night. And Super Beth, you take care of yourself. I follow you on Instagram. It's good to see you in here. All right, good night, everybody. Have a great night. What's left of it? We got half an hour left here. Good night.